The disciples that we see in Jesus' life, these 12 apostles that at the end of his life, because of Judas's turning away, were left with 11. And then as we move through the New Testament, there are others that are given the title apostle, certainly the most notable, that being Paul, but also we see early on in the book of Acts, Matthias. Their role in the early church was to serve as the leadership. They were the ones who had been the eyewitnesses to the life of Jesus. They could testify firsthand that we know these things to be true. We know that this was the man who was the Messiah, who died on the cross, who rose from the tomb. And so they acted as the shepherds, as those early leaders of the New Testament church that then were often sent out to plant new churches, to begin new congregations, and to do primarily the work of teaching in the New Testament. And we see that it's pretty critical that it's set for us a pattern for the leadership of church, for all churches throughout all of the ages, that those early leaders were to be given, they were to give their time to the Word and to prayer. And that was their primary ministry, and that the rest of the church would be equipped to do all sorts of other ministries as well. But in the early days of the New Testament church, as we see it recorded in the book of Acts, the apostles were the primary eyewitnesses and therefore had the primary testimony as to who Jesus was.